Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast. My name is Joe and
Yay, Joe! How you doing?
I'm very good, mate.
Welcome
How are
to Sloppy
you?
Joes, episode 6.
It's going quick, this, you know.
It's going quick. It's like an eclipse. You wait 100 years for it, next thing you know, bang.
You say that, but I remember I've lived through a couple of eclipses.
I know,
in
they
my
always
time.
say that. How come every time there's an eclipse they go, these can't happen once in a generation? I'm only 28 and I've seen 3.
Yeah, I've seen loads. Oh, this will be another 100 years.
Yeah.
This, will it?
Will it? I've been stood outside the Regal in Worksop 3 times with a red glasses and a blue glasses. I accidentally wore 3D glasses instead of eclipse glasses.
Really?
Almost blew my corneas out, mate.
I've got a weird memory, right? And this may not have happened. So it's kind of linked because I remember standing out in the playground and looking up at the eclipse. Great fun. But I also remember taking part in a thing where we tried to move planet Earth. Do you remember when they asked everyone to jump at the same time?
No.
Right, I've made this up. In my head, I'm sure one day there's some scientist said, can we all just jump at the same time? See what happens?
Guys, I've been doing the equations. Can we all not just bloody jump up and down at the same time?
And I thought, Ethan, did you have to jump at a certain point in your primary school career?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, it's Ethan! Here he is, producer Ethan.
So, do you know, in like Mexico, I think it was, or somewhere, there was an occasion where all the football fans in the stadium got excited with a goal, and it made an earthquake because everyone jumped up and down at the same time.
It made an earthquake.
That's interesting.
That is mad. Right, so coming up on the show.
So he didn't remember having to do that, though.
No,
is
you
that-
don't
to
remember.
answer your question.
No, it must be me. I must have made that up.
There was always that thing, wasn't there, that apparently if every person in China jumps up and down, it would cause a tidal wave across the ocean that would wipe out America. You never heard that rumour
So
before?
if it all kicks off like World War III,
All you have to do,
you just get all the boys
everyone shows
outside. Jump.
Yeah.
Mad. And what, America's gone?
America wiped out. The hands of the Chinese.
How do you defend that, Joe?
There's no way to defend it. Sandbags.
It's
Sandbags and glad rags.
like a wave machine. Woo!
Yeah.
Your rings out.
In the biggest centre parks of all time, Earth.
This is going to be a weird one.
Yeah.
Coming up on the show, we have got 9 out of 10 Club, which is on Ethan this week. We're looking for
after
Stroop Waffles
Stroop
take
Wafflegate.
2. We're going to be doing Joe versus Joe, which is France versus Shania Twain. That could be a thing in World War III as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think Shania Twain's on the side of the axis.
Really?
I think she's turned villainous.
And we'll also be reading some of your emails out and possibly doing Ask Ethan.
We don't say possibly, we are doing Ask Ethan.
Yeah, we are doing Ask Ethan. I don't know why I said possibly. A little bit of jeopardy there for the listeners.
Nice.
We're going to do them all. But first, it is Joe's Breaking News. It's Breaking Joe's. How have we all been? We've been all right?
I've been really well, actually.
Yeah.
Really well.
Really well. You done
Yeah.
anything exciting?
Well, actually, I don't want to start with me. I want to start with you.
Yeah.
Because you, today, have done something stupidly exciting.
Well,
Look at this man here. When you look at Joe Mcgrath, you think, just cut to him and hear my voice. When you look at Joe Mcgrath, you think a few things. You think
Lover.
chicken wings.
Oh.
You think lover. You think, is his head on upside down and that beard's actually the top of his head and the other way around? If you flip your head upside down, you wouldn't notice the difference.
Probably
you think
would.
those things, right? But more than anything else, you look at that man, you look at what he represents, you look at the bead of sweat on his brow, and you think athlete.
Athlete.
And because of that, the Lord looked down upon you and said, you must play at Goodison Park, home of
Premier
Everton
League.
Football Club.
Premier League football team, Goodison Park, Everton, sorry, invited me to Goodison Park today. We did a little charity game. By the way, everyone, Joe was invited as well.
Yeah, I couldn't
He
go
could have
'cause I
scored
had
some
work.
whopping headers, but yeah, prior engagements. I went down there. It was a great day. So
What is it like? What's the attendance? The capacity? Like
I think it's
30,000?
Yeah, I think it's a good stadium. It's beautiful inside. I've never been before. I've never seen like anyone play there before. So it was great. So you get there. There's about 30 of us, split us into 2 teams. Wow, their team was better than ours.
So what is the occasion here?
I mean, it's a great question. I want to give Armstrong Projects a shout out.
Right.
You'll hear more about them soon on the podcast. And I think they just fancied a kickabout.
And don't go to the local park. Hire out Goodison Park.
Yeah, and they did. So there's some stars there. They invited people off places like, like, what's that tattoo show where they cover up your tattoos?
Just the
Tattoo
two of us.
fixers.
The Tattoo Fixers. That sounds good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. They invited people like that down. Someone from Emmerdale was there. There was
It was a real
star.
who's who of for the plus one
And
generation.
it was the Sloppy Joes podcast.
Yeah, you were there.
Represent
Joe was there representing the Sloppy Joes podcast. Where did they play you?
Centre back.
Centre back, of
Centre
course.
back. So we split all the teams, and it came very clear in the first 10 minutes that actually we were in for a rough ride here. Very rough ride, especially with me at centre back. The worst thing about it was that they bought shirts, right? Big shout out to Chris, the Mild Cigar on Instagram. They bought shirts for everyone to wear, but they only bought large XLs and double XLs.
Sure, that's all right for you.
Right, but I fit the large. But in the room, everyone has to give the large to the smaller guys. Meant I was stuck with a double XL. This thing, and I've not worn many things like this before that was like a bed sheet. I look ridiculous.
Can we get a picture on the screen of
Right,
Joe
no,
McGrath?
Can I show you it? Can I show you it? Can I show you how bad I look?
Yeah.
What instant reaction.
Okay, let me
and I
see
will put this on.
Yeah, we'll
this
see
photo
this
will not go anywhere else apart from the Sloppy Joes podcast.
Okay.
Are you ready to see?
So this is you at Goodison Park. Biggest day of your life. Biggest day of your life.
Look at that.
In a 2XL.
How big do I look? Right. Okay. No, I'll tell you what. You can only see that picture on Patreon.
Oh, no.
No, I can't.
Joe.
No one else can see that.
Joe, you've got to sort it out, mate. This picture. This has to be your before picture. Joe, you've seen this. You've put in a face like I'm being unfair.
That's bad.
That picture's a disaster.
It is bad, yeah. Look after it. But look, I don't look that bad now, do I?
No, you don't look this bad there. But this picture here, Joe, you look like Razor Ruddock. Do you know when Paul Merson goes, you're drinking too much? That's what you are, that reaction.
That's really hit me hard. But I'll tell you what, can I put it online? What are we going to do it? What are we going to do? I'm not putting it on my socials, but that picture.
No, it's got to go. It's just gone in the podcast.
The 500 Club.
No, people have to see that.
Oh, do they have to? Forgive them.
Can I show Ethan? Right, let me
I
show
want
Ethan.
Ethan's reaction. Maybe Ethan can come here. Get his good reaction. Put it on the wide, Ethan. Keep it there. And listen, I was nasty to you last week, so you can be nasty to me this week.
I wasn't trying to be nasty.
Make sure it doesn't go off.
Yeah. Right, it's crouch down. Get in with the earshot of this mic, right? You ready to see this?
Yeah.
Instant thoughts for the audio listeners. What are you saying? Why are you laughing like that? It's so... Oh, my God. No, we have to put this on Patreon. It can't go on public.
Do you know Charlie at the chocolate factory when she was making blue?
You look like Violet Beauregard. Post Blueberry.
Well, needless to say, you won't be seeing any pictures of this charity football game on my Instagram.
It's not going on Instagram, but it's going in this video. Joe. That's unfortunate, that.
Passes it here. It's bad, that, isn't it?
It's bad.
Yeah,
We can cut there.
It's bad, isn't it?
We need to make some... Look at him drinking that water. Oh, dear. Right.
What a shame.
Look at his face. Your face. My favourite bit about this is you didn't think you'd get quite this reaction, did you? You're
I
a
thought you
bit...
were going to be mean, but I didn't think you were going to be this mean. For the audio listeners, go on, watch it. Describe me.
I think Ethan's done it perfectly. You look like Violet Beauregard about 40 seconds before she bursts. It's the big blue top.
I don't like that. Anyway.
It's a bit Homer Simpson moo-moo.
Anyway. Maybe that will be the start. Right. But I've had a couple of before photos taken in my life.
And you
So many
take any of them as an after now, wouldn't you? I'm in that position. I started going
to show you the worst one. Go on, keep
Oh,
talking.
I started going to the gym, right, a few months ago, and I went to my cousin's house to do some before pictures. I look better on them than I do now.
Do you want to see the worst picture of me ever, right? This is from 2018. And you can see that I actually look a bit better now. Are you ready for this? This will fucking spook you. Have a look at that. What the fuck is that? That was a bad day. You've got to applaud. You've got to applaud my girlfriend for staying with me through that period.
Oh, Joe! Joe, the little... I need to give you a hug.
Go on, Joe.
The
Even
little
come
hand. What is that?
on. Come on. Oh, chaos. I lived like that. What? I lived like that.
No.
I don't know. I just don't think I did any exercise.
Oh, no.
I look better now, though, don't I?
You look way better now.
At least I wasn't taking
How
a
much
week.
did you weigh?
Oh, I was good. Like, I was pushing on 18, 19 stone. Anyway, well,
Right, here's what I'm going to say.
here's what we're going to say.
you
We had
don't-
our fun.
You look so much better than that now.
Thank you.
You are in much better shape now than you were on that picture.
Thank you.
And two, crucially, because one of them was taken today.
Yeah, that's
You
in bad
don't-
circumstances.
You don't look like that.
No.
For anyone who doesn't know Joe, anyone who knows him knows he doesn't like that. I can vouch for this man. I'm a character witness. You don't look that bad as you did in that blue kit today.
What I've got to say is, Becky, for staying with me, she was with me for like 18. 2018 was that bad, yeah.
What happened?
I just kept eating.
You ballooned.
Ate me emotions, although I was very happy.
Jolly.
Anyway, that's been my week. Oh, and there was a guy there. He did take being pushed because I'm not as quick as the other quick strikers. So I was just a little bit dirty. Maybe I should have. It's my fault. Pushed him in the back a bit. Well, he lost his head. But,
Did he?
Yeah. I had him on strings.
You had a fight at Goodison Park?
Yeah, he looked like he must. I think he's in Hollyoaks. We made up now, though.
What
Made up
happened?
now. I just give him a little nudge. He wasn't happy. He turned around and went to push me. I just didn't move.
Yeah.
But it was my height, so I thought this could get interesting.
Yeah.
But I just kept saying, because he looked quite young, I was like, his mum here. Like that. I was like, turns to the crowd like, he's crying. And he just folded. And he called me fat.
What did he say?
And he went, I am. And he couldn't do anything. Oh yeah. And he just looked at my belly and went, yeah, fat.
Yeah, not so good without your fucking script, are you,
But guess
pal?
what? I know I hate food for a living. But it was good. We lost 8-2.
Hey!
Hey!
Well done.
My week.
Yeah,
Joe,
great.
got
I've got a robot Hoover.
What?
Yeah.
Love it. What?
It's like a little disc with a man inside that hoovers up your house for you when you're not looking.
Fucking hell.
Because normal hoovers were too much energy.
Yeah.
So we got a robot Hoover.
Bloody hell.
And when it arrived, I thought, God, this house is a mess. And I before I got it out of the box, because I was so embarrassed, I didn't want him to see our house. I tidied the house before I got him out of the box because I was embarrassed. I was so embarrassed that he would see our house in that state that I tidied up. When there's a knock on the door, Amazon delivery driver dropping him off.
Well, like Warwick Davis.
What? It's not a real man.
Oh, right. Who is it? Who is it then?
It's just a robot. It's a machine.
And you just let it go.
You just let it go. It bounces around the house.
This is how it
Tidying
starts,
up.
mate.
But I was so scared that he'd see how dirty we lived. I swept up before he came round.
Fuck him. This is how it starts.
Fuck
Have
him.
you ever seen iRobot with Will Smith?
Yeah.
He's take over now. First they're cleaning your gaff. Next they'll be cooking your tea.
Oh, that's not bad.
Then they'll be shoving some up your ass.
What?
Like, I don't know, like a little needle.
What's in it?
Acid. They're going to kill you, Joe.
Hey.
Don't let robots in there. I've banned the deep fat fryer.
That's not a robot.
Anything good happening on your weekend?
Yeah, went to the United Liverpool Legends game. Got to meet a few of the players and do a bit of interviews and that. Yeah, it was quite nice.
Love it.
That's pretty professional, isn't it?
He's very professional. You let Ethan go there.
I know.
Do you not worry about him? Like, I think, oh.
We did worry about it a bit, but we thought, what's the worst case scenario? He gets abducted by John O'Shea. We'll get him back. Did you feel at home there, Ethan?
Yeah, felt quite at home. The players were really nice. It was all a nice day for charity.
Oh, he's nice, isn't he, Ethan?
He's the most PR man I've ever heard today.
Yeah, he is.
He has a bit of success on the podcast, and he's had media training. Great day for charity. You know, it's not about the results, it's about the team performance. I'm just so glad that we could raise money for a worthy cause.
Yeah. Out of all the legends you met, Ethan, which one do you think you could take in the fight the most?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably Brian Robson. He's very old.
Oh, that's a bit tight.
Brian
isn't it?
Robson, known hard man, Brian
Also,
Robson.
he could be your dad, couldn't he, Brian Robson? He's from your way.
He's not my dad, but he is from the northeast. Yes.
Did you bond?
Well, I noticed afterwards that the reporter next to him on my right used a little line to not lube up the interview, but you know what I mean. They said easy, get
Ingratiate.
He said, I'm a northeast lad as well, Brian. Pleasure to meet you, and that made it a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
I bet you
Quick
were
finger.
you were stood there going, "Fucking hell, I'm a northeast lad. I didn't say anything."
I did think about it a little bit, yeah.
Have you thought about it a lot since?
Oh no, I've got over it. It's all right. It's been a busy week to focus on other tasks in hand.
Anyway, that has been our breaking joke. Four of that was just you laughing at me.
Sorry.
Just remember that, Joe.
Yeah.
Just remember. it.
Here's the thing, Joe. What I will say is, I'm happy for you to laugh at me, take the piss out of me all you want. Come after me.
Okay.
Do what you want.
I'm just nice. Should we get into our first feature?
Yeah.
The 9 out of 10 club.
It's a big one.
Wow. There's been some big weeks at the 9 out of 10 club, haven't there? Some suggestions that you've brought to the table were butter.
Turkish delight.
Turkish delight. We still get comments about that on our YouTube.
Turkish delight has really raised the roof.
I still think it's great. I got triple cheeseburger and the chipsticks. They caused a stir the other day.
Did the chipsticks go in?
The chipsticks went in because Ethan
I
loves
still
them.
can't believe chipsticks went in. They're good, but they're not 9 out of 10.
That
Anyway,
could be one of the most controversial ones.
the 9 out of 10 club is basically the club where we bring each week a different food to the table and say, this is 9 out of 10. It's not world class. It's not the best thing you can possibly eat.
Yeah.
But it's pretty close.
Pretty good.
Yeah? We've had butter. We've had chipsticks. We've had stroop waffles. All these sorts of things been nominated. And this week, it is Ethan's turn again. Last time, like I said, he brought stroop waffles in.
Yeah.
He regaled us with a tale of, different continents,
Yeah.
different nationalities, and ended up not going in the 9 out of 10 club. Ethan, we don't know what this is.
No.
Talk us through this week's 9 out of 10 club.
Yes, this week's 9 out of 10 club, I've gone with something, a theme that we've not had before. So this product I first had would have been a couple of months ago with my now girlfriend, Manisha. We went to a lovely Caribbean restaurant in Preston. Now, Preston is not a very exotic place for all those who know Preston. And this drink,
Oh, I love it. The first drink. Great.
This drink took me to a whole new place that reminded me made me think that I wasn't in Preston, I was in paradise, you could almost say.
Okay.
Okay. And this drink, ladies and gentlemen, you may not have heard before. It's a bit of a different one, but it's called Calypso.
Whoa! Hello!
Hold on. You may not. It's called Fanta.
It's called
Lilt. You may not have heard this before. It's called sparkling water. Yeah, I love Calypso. Right.
Come on.
Pour it over here.
So talk us through the actual thing itself. What is this and why do you like it?
Okay, so this flavour of Calypso
Hold it a bit
is,
higher.
Everyone see that? It's ocean blue lemonades. Now, I've only had a couple of different tastes of different flavours of Calypso, but this one is the best, I think, because it just tastes so bloody sugary, and I love sugar.
Right, I'm going to grab it for us.
I bloody love sugar.
When you first had it, Ethan, you can mention this. How was it?
The first time I ever had it, well, it was quite nice because it was the exciting start of a new relationship, new beginnings, and it just give me a proper energy boost because it's so sugary. Do you like slush?
Yeah. Do I like slush?
Do you like slush?
like
What do you mean slush?
I like slush,
Like
right.
dirt and water mixed together.
200 calories in this?
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Whoa.
it's so sugary.
Ethan, right, I'm going to have to draw a line here. The only adjective you've used to describe this is sugar.
Take that.
What does it taste like? Sugar. What's good about it?
Hell, that is a
Sugary.
mad colour in it.
It is.
That's crazy. I wonder how they get any of that blue. Right, I'm going to have a sip.
Go on.
Right. Wow.
Here we go.
Should I have shaken that before? Oh, first thoughts from me. Yeah, I know what you mean sugary. I can feel heartburn coming on already. It's like when I drink prosecco. Nightmare. I worry about why it's that blue. Stop necking it all. You not tasted it yet. Joe's absolutely necking it. The lemon and the blue. Does it work? Do you know? Come and grab it, Ethan. And me and Joe will chat. And I want you to have a little drink of it. The 9 out of 10 club. The first drink.
There's a level of audacity that I respect.
There is. I've got to respect Ethan's 9 out of 10 club game. He could have brought in the humble Oasis.
Yeah.
Or, like you said, the Lilt.
Yeah.
But no, he's gone for the exotic Calypso. What?
Have a sip and do that reaction that you just did again, then, Ethan.
Go on,
Because
go
off
on,
camera,
go on.
Ethan just had a sip of this calypso. I want everyone at home to see what you just did, and he was genuine as well. He's manufacturing it now, but this is his genuine reaction. Do it again.
It's fantastic, Drew. Just
His eyes rolled in the back of his head first time.
it's just the kick that it gives you. It's just so.
If you say sugary one more time, I'm gonna put a fucking knife in your back.
It is sugary, isn't
It
it?
is sugary, but give us another adjective.
It's just fantastic. just so tasty and
Right.
delicious.
Let's be honest. Here's the problem with it. It doesn't really taste of anything. As in, like, it's too nondescript. It tastes like melted ice pops.
Yeah, that's a point.
It's very
yeah.
got a melted ice pop taste. It's very strong.
It is strong.
Like, I know it said it doesn't taste of anything. It's like a mixture of about 6 different flavours, and somehow it's been turned up too high, and he's
Yeah.
watering down almost.
That's what's fighting my like taste buds now. Is I don't know what flavour wants my attention.
Yeah.
I can taste blue, which I've never tasted blue before.
No.
Don't know where that's come from, but I can't put my finger on it. And the lemon is nice.
Oh.
But is it a 9 out of 10? Ethan, you going for it?
Well, that's why I brought it to the 9 out
Yeah,
of
he's
10
fucked
club,
it
Drew.
there, Joe. He's absolutely had your pants down there.
Can I go next then? Sadly, it's a no from me.
What would you rate that out of 10?
I'd give that a nice 6.5.
Yeah. So it's all down to me. If I
Take
give
your
it a
time,
9 out of
Joe.
10.
Take your time.
I like it. Can I have one more sip, please?
Wow.
I'd like a deciding
the
sip.
second sip.
Because here's what I'm thinking. Again, 9 out of 10 doesn't mean good or bad. You have to remember that.
Alright.
Okay?
True.
Yeah.
True. For this sip, right? Close your eyes.
Oh, here we go. What's happening
Close your
here?
eyes, close
Get
your
right
eyes.
into the mic.
Close your eyes, Drew. Just imagine you're on a
fucking hard
on
one.
an exotic.
Go on.
Just imagine you're on an exotic beach, right?
Go closer to me, Ethan. Go really close.
And you're just relaxing, all right? You're on the towel on the sand, right?
Okay.
And
On
you
the
can just
towel?
hear the. You can
You
just
don't want to tell.
you only get sandy to hear. Right? That's a distraction. No. I can't remember what I had.
Lovely little
I
tap on
had
the
a
shoulder.
falafel. So I had falafel. Anyway, you relax on the beach. You're on your towel on the sand. You can just hear the sea and the
What sea is it?
birds.
What sea
Right.
is it?
It's the Mediterranean,
Is it one of my favourite seas?
and you're feeling a little bit parched.
Oh, yeah.
You're a bit thirsty, right?
It's tiring
And then you just grab.
He's on.
Yeah,
the lid's on, the lid's
The fucking lid's on it, you dickhead.
Right, taking the lid off. Second.
No.
Hey!
Put yourself back in that calmer mind, please.
It's hard
Drew.
now.
It's all right. Just relax.
Excuse me, actually, £5 for the Sun Lounger.
No,
£5
we paid
for the Sun Lounger.
You paid it for the full
No, you
week on
fuck.
Monday.
You paid it yesterday, you didn't pay it today. £5. Cough up.
It's all right,
Not
I'll
beds.
Pay him because I won't be able to relax
Hey,
otherwise.
take pen pal. Not pen pal.
All he wants is a friend. I mean, I'll take cash, but just text me back. Right, let's drink this. It's weird, Ethan. It's a weird drink.
Joe, look him in the eyes and tell him if is it going in or not.
Ethan, I
love you
it's a great drink. It's really nice. It's tasty.
He keeps drinking it. You're going to be fuming, aren't you?
But on this occasion, I have to say,
Is this X Factor?
Yeah, we're going to go to a break.
we'll find out after the break. No, I have to say, it's only a 7 out of 10. It's not a 9 out of 10, I'm afraid, and
Take it
therefore
back,
it cannot go
T-Mike.
in.
Take it back.
It can't go in. I'm so sorry. Great effort, Ethan. It's a lovely drink. It's a tasty drink. I appreciate all the effort you went through to get us to convince us. I'm aware of the fact now that Ethan has brought us 2 products and twice has it been rejected. I don't want anyone at home to think this is favoritism or lack thereof. What I will say about Ethan, to his credit, he's the only one of us that has genuinely brought in. I know I've been a bit risky with butter and that, but he's brought in heartfelt things that he loves,
Yeah.
and he's taken chances, and I respect him for that. And I'd love nothing more than to give him a place in the 9 out of 10 club. It's just not quite there.
Sorry, Ethan. we have to leave it there, mate. Well, I'm quite sad. It's quite somber now, isn't it?
Yeah, something's happened.
I've got one quick agony bounce before Joe versus Joe.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Just a quick one.
Oh.
How do you grow your incredible beards?
Oh, nice. Oh, is that it?
That's it.
Oh.
Susie.
Right. So, Susie can grow a beard if she wants to. I just grow it.
When did you start growing it?
17.
When was your first pub?
My first pube, I was older than some, younger than some.
That's what?
I wasn't like the first one to get them.
I think I was like 12
Oh, yeah.
for my first pub on my testicle.
Was it on your testicle?
Yeah, first pub on my testicle.
Jesus, that's a weird place.
So what time was yours? Not like 8:30.
Yeah, just before school. No, I was about 13.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on that as a kid, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to be the first person to get one. Because you get looked at like you're some weird beast child.
Yeah.
Like,
You want to be in the middle. Did you get pubes before beard hair?
Obviously.
Is that obviously?
Who's rocking around with a fucking mutton chop and no bollock hair? That isn't possible. Handlebar mustache. Yeah, you think that's good? Look at this bald cock. That isn't a thing. No one does it that way round. As I was saying, did you grow chest hair before you grew eyebrows? No. You have eyebrows
I
first.
made a mistake. How do you grow your beard?
I leave it, but I do trim it myself.
Do you
Can I tell
really?
that? Yeah, trim this today actually, and I do it myself.
That's good.
Thank you. Do you do yours yourself?
No, I get the Turkish boys to do it.
Do you?
With a hot towel.
Didn't you? Can we put a picture in this podcast of the time when there was a fire alarm? Talk us through that story.
Well, they put the hot towel on your head, and often it's far too hot.
Yeah. You
And-
said they sometimes leave it in the microwave for too long because they want to hurt
They
you.
microwave it. It's not like freshly heated by the.
Yeah, it's not been in like
Yeah.
a tagine
It's been in a fucking
or a tandoor.
800 watt microwave. Comes out fucking steaming. They put it on my head, and then the fire alarm went off, and they all just left. And I was sat in the chair. See the video with that in my head. So your advice to Susie is you just grow your beard.
What other advice should I give? Buy one.
No, I read once you put cat poo on your face.
Did you?
Yeah. Or just constantly shave for 10 days. Oh, don't know what's happening there.
Constantly
shave for 10 days.
Not once a day for 10 days. Just the whole 10 days like that. Skin completely red raw. Down to the bone.
And then it'll grow quick because then your hair's thinking, crikey, got to send a load of hair follicles to his head.
To defend the face
Yeah.
from the beard.
Yeah, and then it'll do it.
Ethan, you're not particularly bearded.
But have you got pubes?
Yes, got pubic hair. My mum always complains about my facial hair on this podcast because it's
Is it
terrible.
rubs against the thighs.
But I was going to say, you see, my beard's not in such great condition, and my mum always complains about it when I'm on the podcast.
What does she say?
She says I look scruffy.
What does she say about your pubes?
She hasn't made any comment about them, Drew.
Fully content.
What's the email?
SloppyJoesPodcast@gmail.com.
Keep an eye out for that one. What's she called again? Linda. We'll keep an eye out for that one. Linda.
This is
Should we-
Judith.
Oh, sorry. Should we have a Joe versus Joe? This is my moment.
You've done well here.
Thank you. It is France versus Shania Twain in a battle that's probably never been done before. No. Basically, me and Joe go head-to-head each week on our chosen subjects. Whoever gets the most points gets to bring their chosen subject into the next week, and so on. You're currently 4-1 up against
4-1
me.
up, and it's out of 12. So if I get to 7, you have to get your back waxed. Let's show Joe's hairy back.
Oh, stop doing that. Right, okay. Loads of pictures of me today.
And if I lose, I have to get my sack and crack waxed.
Still no photos of them available,
I can
which
get
is
them, but they have
upsetting.
to be very, very zoomed in, so much so that they kind of look like the night sky.
So we have got our questions. Ethan has them in the corner, but which one of us would like to go first?
You can go first, Joe.
Really?
I'll go first.
You go first. You like these?
Go on then. Week 3 now. I admit these could be a bit tricky now.
Thank you.
Okay. France, week 3. Here we go.
France, week 3.
That's what we said.
It's like a parrot in the room. Fucking hell.
Question 1. When the Tour de France started when?
A year.
Yeah, I'll give you the full year. Probably the exact
19.
You're right so far.
It's old.
It is
It's
old.
black and white.
It is old.
I think it could be post World War One, but it could be pre World War One. I'm going to go 1910.
The answer is 1903.
Oh, close. That's a good question, wasn't it?
It's a bit too hard, that.
Nah, it's not. Next one. This one's written with a no.
Question 2. In the EU, how large is France?
It's the largest country in the EU.
Correct.
That is correct, yes.
By volume or whatever.
By volume. You're
By
correct.
area.
1 point. Love it, love it, love it.
Come on!
You won with one
Not
last
by,
week.
not by. I think Germany's got a bigger population. Anyway, 80
And
million.
the third and final question,
So I've
Joe.
got one. So here's the thing. I could win now.
You win on one a lot. You win
could
on one
won
a
a
lot.
lot, which is a type of dog food. Let's win a lot.
The last question. What is apparently unlucky think you can do a
thing
baguette?
you can do with a baguette. Unlucky thing you can do with a baguette.
What? Who thinks it's unlucky?
The French.
Right.
What is an unlucky thing you can do with a baguette?
Snap it in half while it's still in the bag.
No, sadly not. Although I don't quite get this one. It's turning a baguette upside down.
Oh, hold it like that so that the opening's at the bottom.
Yeah,
That's pretty unlucky, because
that
it could
is
just
pretty
fall
unlucky.
out. So I've got one.
You got one right. Oh my God, it gets tense now. I am so ready
I'm
for
not
my
happy with that.
question. Why?
What's an unlucky thing you can do with a
You're
baguette?
like your 4th week on France. There's not much about it.
No, really? One of the oldest countries in the history of the
And
world.
the largest
In the EU.
in the EU.
By area.
I'm ready. Fire at will.
Okay. Shania Twain, question 1.
This is good.
Finish this lyric. So you got the looks, but have you got the touch?
Now don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you're all right.
Correct!
Yay! What?
That's correct.
Yay! One.
That's her biggest tune,
It's a
that.
great song.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking that. I've listened to it
welcome.
in the car on the way down here.
Okay.
Forgive me, Joe, I'm a bit confused by the layout here.
Surely you just read the one that's got number 2 next to it.
There's 3 1s and a 2.
But you know what the question must be. Based on the words you can see.
All right. Question 2. What is Shania Twain's real name?
What is it for?
Sorry.
Breakdown. What is Shania Twain? Have you just had a glitch?
I'm just a bit confused by the layout of these questions.
But you know what the question is.
What is Shania Twain?
Ethan! Shani!
Shannon Twain.
You
It
know
says
her
that,
name?
but it
Gotta give
says
us some.
that. I don't know if you were like.
Say her name out loud. The name that she's known as.
What is Shania Twain's real name?
It's tricky, this one, to say out loud.
What, because you don't know it?
I know it begins with an E,
Okay.
and I know it has a lean at the end.
Okay.
Is it Eileen? Is it Eileen? I can't say it. Is it Eileen? Eileen. Eileen.
Sorry, what is in that drink?
Is it
Why are you both
Eileen?
having meltdowns?
Is it Eileen?
Aline. That's not a full name, is it?
You want her full name?
You want? Oh, here's a radical idea. How about you know the name of the person you're supposed to be an expert on?
I do know it.
Go on then. What is it?
It's Eileen.
Right.
Is it Eileen?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Eileen Edwards.
It is Eileen Regina Edwards. So Joe,
I
at
can
your
get
discretion.
it. You don't need your middle name.
Right.
You don't need your
Let me
middle
stop you
name.
there, Joe. Let me
What?
stop you there. Last week you said what is the population of France? I said 68 million.
No,
and it
no.
Was
This
and it
is
was
week
67.4.
one. This is week one. You never said
You
middle
didn't give
name.
me the
You
answer.
never said middle
You've missed
name.
out a third of her names.
No.
I don't think we can give you that.
Ethan, you're judge on this. Have I done it right?
Remember last week?
No,
67
Ethan, come
million.
on. There's a difference. You wanted a name. You never told me you wanted a second middle name.
What is her real name?
Well, if I said what is
Go on,
your...
Ethan's
Wait, no, hold on,
adjudicator.
Joe. Hold on. What's your real name?
Joseph Martin Smith.
Lies. I just call him... If someone said, what's your real name? I go, John McGrath.
What's your middle
I'll go,
name?
oh, Joseph Patrick Michael McGrath, would I?
Ethan, it's up to you, mate.
Okay, so I'm going to say we're not going to give it because of last week's scandal. However, we need from going forward we need to be better. We need to be less petty.
I love that.
That is.
He's really taught us a lesson there.
Go on. Then, what's the next one?
This is the
If
decider.
I don't get this, I'm not taking part.
Oh, taking his
What is the
ball
next
over
one?
him.
The final question: true or false?
See, that's a good start. You love
a good
those
start.
words. They're your 3 favourite words in the English language.
Shania Twain is the best-selling female country musician of all time.
That's tricky because it's either her or Taylor Swift. She's pretty good at.
What about Dolly Parton?
Got nothing on Shania. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with true.
It is true.
Hey!
4-2.
Go on, Shania.
Forsooth.
4-2. Listen, if I get next one, it's only 4-3 then, isn't it?
know.
Then the beat goes on.
Well done, Joe.
Shania Twain, well
Congratulations.
done. Quick fire, what's your next subject going to be?
The Sound of Music.
The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
The play or the film?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is on episode 7. Joe, Shania Twain against the Sound of Music. Who fancies then? Some Ask Ethan.
Yeah, we need it. We need some
Ask Ethan. Love it. Joe, you up for this one? Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do this.
We're loving your Ask Ethans. Please keep them in touch. SloppyJoesPodcast@gmail.com is our email. Got loads of emails in. And we just got one from Longhorn Lover 44. Just landed in our inbox then. We'll read that probably in the next episode. Also our Patreon, 500 Club, £1 membership. It is patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you join the 500 Club. Still a few slots left.
Yeah.
£1 per month for life if you get in early. Okay, Ethan. This comes from one of our patrons. Would you rather have a 1 by 1 metre square of dog shit directly outside your front door for life, or for the rest of your life, every time you use the toilet, there were 5 angry bees in the bathroom?
Wow.
Oh, I used to have a phobia of bees when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
How deep did it run?
We had like some lavender on the front garden, and I used to refuse to go out with my friends just to see if I could come out and play because I didn't want to walk past the lavender.
Sorry, it sounds to me like you're afraid of lavender. Were there by any chance some bees in there?
sorry. Yes, the bees used to love hanging around the
The bees
lavender.
would land on the lavender, therefore the lavender would
Yeah,
become
yeah,
terrifying.
yeah. So what are you going with? What are you going with?
So how much dog dirt is this?
1 by 1 metre square, so a metre by a metre squared. Basically, your front mat is dog shit.
Oh, I'd probably have to pick the dog shit one because I think it could become quite dangerous if I was to get caught in a big fluster of bees.
A fluster of bees, that is the cumulative noun
Yeah.
for bees.
What is a load of bees?
Probably just a hubbub.
Hubbub, of course, right. What's that?
Question number 2. Have you ever made a pro-conservative placard as a child?
I might have Joe.
What was this? What's happening? I don't know what's going on. What's happening?
Ethan, just tell us the story, mate.
What? What's up?
All right. Well, I said this the other day at work, and now Joe's brought it up here. So when I was a kid, like I would have only been 10 years old for the 2010 elections, and I took quite an interest in. I took quite an interest.
Go on.
I took an interest in the whole politics and stuff, and yeah, I just quite enjoyed David Cameron as a kid. So I might have made a placard saying "Vote Change, vote Conservative" with a piece of like a stick and a paper on the end, and I used to paraded it round the primary school yard.
And did your teacher tell you off for it?
Did she?
Mrs. Brown was absolutely fuming. She
Mrs. Brown, because her husband was up for against it.
Gordon Brown's wife, lovely. So, true or false, you still vote Conservative to this day?
No, I've never voted Conservative once in my lifetime.
You get through and through.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching today. It's been wonderful. Ethan's still shaking his head in the corner. 9 out of 10 Club was great this week. Joe versus Joe. I get another point. Love it. And we'll continue to be reading out your emails, so sloppyjoespodcast@gmail.com.
Also, if you aren't already, if you're watching the show, hit the subscribe button. Every single week, we have more viewers than subscribers. If you're watching and you enjoy it and you aren't subscribed, please hit subscribe. And again, head over to the Patreon. The link is in the description. The 500 Club get extra episodes per month. You get access to the forbidden tapes of pre-recorded shows. You also get the famous Sloppy Joe's feature where Joe shits himself and talks about it.
Not
It's
on
absolutely
podcast.
unbelievable. No, he shits himself on the podcast.
That would be a podcast.
500 Club, £1 per month for life. Discounted price. Check it out. Head over to the Patreon and sign up now.
Right, thank you guys for watching. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Wave, Ethan.